When you try to talk about something that hurt you, the conversation can seem like it's finally moving somewhere. You explain what happened. You try to stay calm, but somehow the conversation keeps shifting before anything actually gets resolved. Now you're talking about your tone, or your timing, or whether you remembered something correctly. And for a moment, you lose track of the original issue completely. Something about the conversation has already changed. You may leave the interaction feeling emotionally unfinished, like the conversation ended, but nothing actually felt understood. That feeling can become confusing over time, because part of you keeps expecting resolution that never fully arrives. Many people start replaying the conversation afterward, trying to figure out what happened, what they missed, or how the discussion moved so far away from the original concern. When this pattern repeats, the interaction often begins to center around managing reactions instead of understanding the issue itself. Now you're defending your intentions instead of explaining your concern. The conversation is no longer about what you originally brought up. Some people describe this as a narcissistic communication pattern when it happens repeatedly. Not because every difficult conversation is narcissistic, but because the interaction slowly reorganizes around one person's emotional position while the original concern loses space. For them, this can become useful, because once the focus changes, the conversation no longer stays long enough on the original issue to fully resolve it. What often happens next is subtle. The discussion becomes emotionally exhausting before clarity is ever reached. And eventually, you may stop bringing certain things up at all. Not because they no longer matter, but because the conversation rarely leads to emotional resolution. Your body may even begin noticing this before your mind fully explains it. You feel tense before difficult conversations. You prepare yourself emotionally before speaking, because part of you already expects the conversation to go somewhere else. If this happens once, it may be misunderstanding, but when it repeats, a pattern can begin to form. In healthy conversations, both people stay with the original concern long enough to understand it. Healthy conflict tries to create clarity. Unhealthy conflict often creates emotional confusion instead. Many people respond to this by trying harder, explaining more, or speaking faster just to be understood. But sometimes the confusion itself is important information. Because when conversations repeatedly leave you feeling unresolved, emotionally unfinished, or unable to reach clarity, that feeling may not be random. And recognizing the pattern can help you stop blaming yourself for conversations that never truly allowed resolution in the first place. If this helped put words to your experience, like the video and subscribe to the channel. This channel exists to help you recognize narcissistic and manipulative patterns calmly, clearly, and without blame, so you can understand what's happening and trust yourself again. And when conversations unfold this way, another pattern often begins to form. In the next video, we're going to explain why conflict feels one-sided during difficult conversations and how that pattern keeps the conversation from resolving. Click here to watch.